So I've explained how we live in a giant scam, but you're probably wondering, well, can I just choose to not participate in that scam? I don't have to be a victim in that scam, yet you are. If you think you can walk away, just do it. Oh wait, that's right. You're in tons of debt. You're also hooked on constantly getting a dopamine rush from swiping your card. You couldn't imagine living in a 3-bedroom house or even a 2-bedroom apartment. God forbid you have to drive a Toyota instead of a Lexus. What's so sad is that, yes, you've been brainwashed and propagandized to want these things, but at a certain point, you do have the freedom to choose what you do with your life, how you spend your money, what obligations you agree to. You can no longer cry victim if all you've ever done is engage in this debauchery which you claim to hate. If you think you're a good person, yet you treat people poorly, you can't be a good person. Just like you can never be free if you're in tons of debt. This is what's so crucial. If you want to take your country back, you must get out of debt and stay out of debt. Just because you cleared your debt doesn't mean you get a free pass to go swipe your card or go get a new car or a new house, whatever it is. You need to live within your means and actually be responsible. Our society is morally bankrupt. It's spiritually bankrupt. Why? Because it's financially and materially rich. When you choose the material over the spiritual, you're gonna have a bad time. This is what's going on in our world. People are so obsessed with posting that picture on Instagram, making sure everyone sees the cool things they're doing or buying or hanging out with, that they forgot the substance is what's most important. That's why our world is so fake and hollow. Everyone isn't concerned with what they have. They're concerned with what they don't have and then projecting to other people that they actually have it. When you go into debt and you start to live a fake life, everything about you becomes fake. There's no difference. In your mind, you have broken the barrier between what is earned and what is stolen. You've been able to find a loophole to get things you don't necessarily deserve or can afford before you can. And that's how they get you into slavery. Why do you think your jobs look at your credit score? They want to see how hooked on the system you are or not. If they know they got you over a table, they're going to be happy to keep giving you the capital to play the game. They want to make sure that the person they're hiring is also playing the same sick game they are. How else would you be a dedicated slave who does whatever they say or do for money? If you don't have that noose around your neck, you won't do anything to make sure it doesn't hang you. That's why someone with no noose is viewed as a danger. When you take responsibility for your life and you get rid of that horrible chain and noose around your whole body, the system doesn't know what to do. It doesn't have leverage. So it tries everything it can to create leverage, but it can't. You aren't going to compromise yourself just to make sure you don't get liquidated. That's what they hate. That's what you must do. No longer give them that leverage over you. Because if you can become debt free, you can take your country back. When you choose to no longer spend everything in your account and max out your credit and beg for more just because you want to impress people you don't like, you can actually focus on the things you want in your life. The change you want to make is actually possible when you're not drowning in debt. When you're not hungover and having to call that Uber in the morning and being really embarrassed. Whatever it is, so much of your life can spiral out of control when you go into debt and you keep playing the performative dance game of our current society. Everything is fake. No one is real. And this is why our country is crumbling. If we can get out of debt, we can save our country. Change your mind, change how you speak, change how you act, and we'll take this country back.